Is it true that when it comes to William Shakespeare, to paraphrase a famous line from his Hamlet, the plays are the thing? It is true that Shakespeare's superb reputation in world literature is based primarily on his 37 plays. However, his two narrative poems and his 154 sonnets are masterpieces in their own rights. Born in Stratford upon Avon in 1564, Shakespeare was still establishing himself as an actor and a playwright in London when the theaters were forced to close from 1592 to 1594 due to outbreaks of both plague and civil unrest. It was during these 2 years that Shakespeare turned to poetry for at least two reasons: to earn a reputation as a serious artist and to attract an aristocratic patron. His two narrative poems, Venus and Adonis and The Rape of Lucrece, helped him to earn both of those. Venus and Adonis was also a commercial success, going through 15 editions in the next 47 years. It was also during the 1590s that Shakespeare seems to have started to compose his sonnets, almost all of which were first published in one book, titled, straightforwardly, Shakespeare's Sonnets, in 1609. During the 7 remaining years of Shakespeare's life, his sonnets were much less commercially successful than his narrative poems. As a point of contrast, the second edition of the sonnets was only published 31 years after the first edition. In the centuries since then, however, the reputation of Shakespeare's sonnets has eclipsed the reputation of his narrative poems. That is in part because readers have had a lasting fascination with searching the sonnets for clues about biographical subjects such as Shakespeare's sexuality. The poet William Wordsworth, for example, was of the belief that with this key, Shakespeare unlocked his heart. However, I should point out that although it is certain that Shakespeare was the author of the sonnets, it is not certain that he is the narrator of them. That is, the narrator may be a character created by Shakespeare rather than Shakespeare himself. After all, there are other characters in the sonnets, most famously the fair youth of sonnets 1 through 126, the rival poet of sonnets 78 through 86, and the dark lady of sonnets 127 through 152. These characters, too, may or may not be based on real-life people. That is a debate that, 400 years after Shakespeare's death, probably can never be settled. What is not up for debate, however, is that the sonnets of Shakespeare are among the true masterpieces of world literature.